Hi guys, welcome to today's vlog. Today I will be reviewing these camel acrylic colors. I have been using these for many years right now, more than 10-15 years at least. These come in different sizes. This one here I have is 40 ml. Their packaging has changed right now. Earlier it was a little different. You would find them a little more in color, meaning this was the earlier packaging. You could probably have something like this. Now they have changed it to make sure that the color numbers are seen quite large, and it's much easier to figure out what it is. So these are the colors that I have been using for a really long time. So I'm quite happy with them, so I thought maybe let's do a small painting with this and see how it looks, and you can decide if this is something that you would like to buy. So one thing about these is you would get these colors in two types. One is the heavy body acrylics, and other is the medium or the less, or it could be like semi liquid, semi solid maybe. So these are the ones which are not heavy body. These are regular acrylics. Sometimes you might need a couple of coats of them, but generally you will find that the white is thicker than most of the other colors, and also the black would be pretty thick. So you will have to make swatches. You'll have to figure out how the consistency of each color is, so that way it will help you to know how to use them when you're making a painting. So I'm going to make a small painting with these 5 colors, and we'll see how that comes out. So I'm going to now paint on an A6 size acrylic sheet. I find these sheets much more useful to paint on rather than canvas, especially if I'm making tutorials or if I'm making tiny paintings. It's a lot of fun to make these. So I can also leave the link of where I've got these in the description box here. In case you don't have a really thick masking tape like this where it goes on top of the table, then it's advisable to stick your sheets on top of either like a cutting mat or some other board, because there is a very high chance that your paints will go on top of your table. And since acrylic is fast drying, and also it is a permanent color, which means you cannot activate it back again. So in case you add some color on your table, it is going to get damaged. So if you don't want it to get damaged, then please make sure that you add some sheet below. Don't make it like a plastic sheet. It gets really difficult to work. Maybe you could just have like a cardboard or something. So I'm going to use these colors. I'm using a Prussian blue. I'm using a sap green, lemon yellow, titanium white, and black. So we'll make a painting with these. I'm going to directly apply a blob of all of these colors on top, and we'll start painting. Make sure that you have a flat brush along with you. So I like the packaging of these tubes. It's much easier for me to use than the small ones which come in the 12 ml or 18 ml ones. I find them really hard to use, so I prefer always using these. So you can see how the yellow is pretty thick as compared to the green and even the blue. So it's very hard sometimes to tell which color is going to work in which way. So you should always make sure that you make swatches and figure out. Plus these are also available in individual pieces. This one I got was a 12 color pack. You don't always need to buy the pack. You can just start off with using your basic colors. So I'm now using a blender brush. This is a flat brush basically. The difference between regular flat brush and this blending brush is the height. You can see a regular flat brush is pretty long, and this one over here, the bristles are short. So I find this much easier for blending, so I'm using this. So I've just got like a dab of water over here, and I am going to move my brush left and right. Since I've used no water, you can see it's slightly, the canvas is seen. So I'm just using like a dab of water, and I'm going to go very slowly. Don't want it to overpower too much, because I want all the colors to be seen well. It's a good mix for beginners. It's really good to create paintings, but I would still not say that this is the best to be used in terms of like if you want to make really big paintings or intense paintings. That's what I have felt after using some other brands. But for beginner level, it is absolutely perfect. It's beautiful, it's really nice, it's easy to work with it. Of course, the consistency of some of the colors are going to be different, so you'll have to figure your way out through that. So the secret that I do when I use these acrylic paints, especially with Camel, is I will always use some more white. I will make sure that every color is mixed with white, otherwise I sometimes don't get the desired result, and I also don't get the thickness or the consistency of the color, so I always end up doing that. So maybe that is something that you guys could try. So this is also kind of quick dry, so it will end up drying quite fast. Currently it's almost semi-dry. We'll have to wait for a few minutes to make sure it's completely dried, and then you can just add something in the background, maybe like a nice silhouette. If you've seen my other tutorials, you would notice that I make a lot of these kind of paintings which have a really nice silhouette, because I think they look very good as postcards. So I'm going to wait for this to dry, and then we'll use our black paint to add some detailing at the bottom. Now that the painting has completely dried, we are going to use black to add some silhouette details at the bottom. So I'm going to add a little bit of black first on my palette. So it's always a good idea to do this. Don't try to add it directly onto your painting, because it can be really strong, and plus you need to make sure that it's all mixed really well and it's in the right consistency that you want. Sometimes you might need to add a little bit of water, but that's only if the consistency is not as per what you're looking at. Otherwise, in general, you might not really need to do that. I'm using a round brush. You can even use a flat brush to add these details. I think it will require a second coat, so I'm just going to add a first coat. Maybe I need not have added water, but looks like my base has not completely dried, so that's why this is there, but it's fine. Anyway, to add a second coat is basically to make sure that you've got it all right. So I'm just going to let this dry for a few minutes right now, and then I'll add the second coat on top of it. Then we'll peel this and look at how the painting looks. Now that the first layer of black has dried, I'm just going to add another layer on top of it, and we'll finish this off. I really enjoy making these paintings. You can see the white is still there, but I'm just going to let it be. Yeah, there. Okay, so let's remove the masking tape now and look at how this painting looks. Going against the painting. Oops. So it looks really nice. I love the finish that it's giving. It is definitely, I think sometimes it's a little difficult to work with. It's something that I've been working for many years right now, but when I experience the other ones, I feel like I can maybe mix these paints along with that. So beginners, this is an absolute perfect buy to get. So please go ahead, grab your pieces. You can also start out with just the basic colors. You can get a black and a white and maybe the 3 primary colors, and you can start off with really simple and easy paintings like this. I hope you had a wonderful time watching this tutorial. Do try this out. If you do, you can tag me on my Instagram handle, which I've added in the description box below. If you are new over here, do subscribe to my channel. I put out updates every week. There'll be tutorials, there'll be everything related to art. Thank you so much.